Am I the a-hole accused of being cruel and heartless to my stepfamily because I resent Dad for bringing me into it to begin with? My 17M life used to be quiet. Not perfect, but quiet. My mom died when I was 9. Cancer. It was slow, brutal, and traumatic. I still remember the smell of hospital disinfectant and stale coffee more vividly than my own birthday parties. My dad, 45M, didn't handle it well. Understandably at first. Then, less understandably, he emotionally checked out. He wasn't abusive, just absent. I'd get up, go to school, come home, microwave dinner, and repeat. He'd be working late, or sleeping, or sometimes just locked in his room watching old home videos of my mom. I grieved alone while he disappeared into his grief like a cave. Fast forward 2 years later, he announces he's been dating someone. Someone amazing. Someone who brought color back into his life. Her name is Megan, 38F, and she has 2 kids, Eric, 13M at the time, and Ava, 10F. I was 11, and I hated it. Not just the remarriage, though that felt fast and like he was bulldozing over my mom's memory, but everything that came with it. Megan was all smiles and Pinterest parenting. Her kids were loud, needy, and always in my space. My dad, who hadn't been able to make it to a single parent-teacher conference for 2 years, was suddenly going to soccer games and baking brownies for Ava's bake sale. What I got? Try to get along, okay? And she's not replacing your mom. But she did. Not in name, but in function. Suddenly, Megan was making rules for me, decorating my room, rearranging the kitchen. She'd do things like throw out my mom's old casserole dish, because it was chipped. I told my dad. He shrugged. The resentment built slowly like sediment. I didn't yell. I didn't act out. I just went silent. I learned to disappear in my own house. Headphones on. Door locked. I counted down the years until I could move out. Then came the real blow. 2 years ago, they all moved into her house. My dad sold ours. The house I grew up in. The house my mom lived and died in. And I was informed it was for the best. No discussion. Just, we're moving. I lost my room, my neighborhood, my school. I was expected to adjust again. No therapy. No transition. Just make it work. I didn't. I don't. Now, at 17, I'm labeled cold and cruel because I don't join family game night or get Ava a birthday gift. I'm heartless because I don't call Megan mom, like Eric and Ava call my dad dad. I'm difficult because I eat dinner in my room. Recently, during a fight over me not attending Ava's birthday dinner, Megan snapped and said, "Why are you so cruel to us? We've done everything to make you part of this family." I just stared at her and said, "I never asked to be part of your family. He dragged me here. You're just the people who replaced mine." Silence. Later, my dad told me that was too far, that I'm hurting people who care about me, and that I'm old enough to stop acting like a victim. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to pretend I'm part of a family I never asked for? After the "you're just the people who replaced mine" bomb I dropped, the house went quiet. I expected yelling. I got worse. Cold silence, the kind that screams even when no one says a word. Megan cried. I heard her. Dad didn't talk to me for 2 full days. Ava wouldn't even look at me. Eric, who normally ignores me anyway, told me I was such a psycho under his breath as he walked past my room. And somehow I became the villain. Let me be clear. I never asked for this. Never asked for a new mom, new siblings, new rules, a new house, new everything. But suddenly, I was the reason for all the tension. My dad said it was time I started contributing emotionally to the family. Whatever the hell that means. Cue the guilt trip Olympics. Megan has tried so hard with you. Has she? Or did she just try to mold me into the son she wanted? Eric and Ava look up to you. I'm barely allowed to breathe without getting eye rolls from Eric. Ava once sobbed because I wouldn't play Uno with her. Somehow, both those reactions are my fault. You've been holding onto this anger for years. Damn right I have. And nobody ever asked why. Just why I haven't let it go. It only got worse when I started applying to colleges last spring. I want to go out of state. Far. Somewhere with space and silence and no one trying to blend me into their perfect family photo. My dad told me I was running away. Megan said it broke her heart. That I wouldn't even try to apply nearby. That she thought we were finally getting close. Newsflash, we weren't. She tries to mother me like she's earning points. Always hovering. Asking about homework. Inviting herself into my room. Just to chat. She once found an old picture of my mom in my desk drawer and asked if I'd like her help putting it in a nice frame. I told her to get out. She cried again. And the guilt cycle resets. I've tried. I really have. I've gone to the occasional family dinner. I got Ava a birthday gift this year, a book she didn't like, and Megan still praised me like I discovered fire. I went to Eric's band performance and sat through 2 hours of squeaky saxophones. But nothing erases the fact that this was never my choice. That I was forced into a blended family I never wanted, never needed, and never adjusted to because no one cared enough to meet me where I was before dragging me somewhere else. And every time I show even a flicker of resentment, I'm told I'm cruel and immature, that I should be grateful, that Megan saved my dad. Maybe she did. But I wasn't drowning. I was just left behind. Now I'm the bad guy because I still won't say, I love you back when she tells me before bed. Sorry, but you don't get to replace my mom and then act hurt when I don't play along. So again, am I the a-hole? Earlier this summer, Megan planned a family retreat weekend to some lake cabin she found on Airbnb. She booked it months in advance, made a packing list, had coordinated color-coded family hoodies made, not kidding, and even tried to bribe me into going with promises of just one weekend together. No drama. I said no. I had plans to visit a college campus out of state. A solo trip I organized, paid for, and scheduled. It was important to me. My dad knew about it. He agreed to it. Megan flipped when I brought it up. Cue the emotional pitch. This was supposed to be our bonding time. You always exclude yourself. We can't keep tiptoeing around your moods. I told her calmly, I swear, that I'm not part of the family like she thinks I am, that we're polite roommates at best. I said I wasn't trying to ruin her weekend, but I wasn't going to lie to myself or pretend we were something we're not. She cried. Again. My dad cornered me that night in the kitchen. He didn't yell, but his voice was the most forceful I've ever heard it. He said, "You're not the only one who lost something. I lost my wife. Megan lost her chance to be a mother to you. And every day you punish her for loving you." That line hit me like a truck. Punish her? By keeping to myself? By refusing to fake a relationship I don't feel? By not replacing my mom with a stranger just because he decided to? I asked him, "Do you even remember what I was like before all this? Before Megan? Do you remember anything about me from those years?" He paused, then said, "You were quiet, sad, angry. You needed more than I could give." That was the most honest thing he's ever said to me. But it didn't make it better. I told him I still needed more than he could give. That he never even asked how I felt when we moved into Megan's house. That he never checked on me when she rearranged my room, or when I lost all my old school friends, or when her kids walked around calling him dad while I was still trying to remember what his laugh sounded like. I told him I was tired of pretending. Tired of being polite to people who see me as broken just because I'm not ready to perform happiness on their schedule. Then I said the part one probably can't take back. You needed Megan, not me. You saved yourself, and left me to rot. He didn't say anything, just walked out. So now here we are. Megan's gone into full hurt mother mode. She's telling extended family I'm emotionally abusive. Ava won't even make eye contact. Eric called me a selfish freak yesterday. My dad? Silent. Again. And yeah, part of me feels guilty. Like maybe I am the asshole for holding on to all this pain. For not bending even a little after so many years. But the other part of me, the part that sat in that hospice room holding my mom's hand while dad paced the hallway, thinks I have every damn right to be angry. So read it one more time. Am I the a-hole? It's been 3 weeks since the fight. The house has been quiet. More than usual. Megan walks around like a ghost. She doesn't speak to me unless it's absolutely necessary. Ava avoids me entirely. Eric slams every door he walks through. My dad and I haven't really spoken either. We exist in the same space, but it's like we're on different radio frequencies. At dinner, he'll ask me if I've eaten. That's it. No more guilt trips, no lectures. Just cold, functional distance. And honestly, that silence hurts more than any argument could have. Last night, he finally knocked on my door. First time in days. He stood in the doorway for a long time without saying anything. Then finally, he said, "I didn't mean to leave you behind. I just didn't know how to carry both of us." I didn't say anything. I wanted to, but I've built so many walls that sometimes I forget how to lower them. He looked older in that moment. Tired. Not just from work or life, but from trying to glue together something that was cracked from the start. He said he was sorry, that he should have handled everything differently after Mom died, that he tried to move on too fast, that he tried to force something on me because he thought it would fix everything. Then he told me he was proud of me for taking the college trip, that he knew I needed space and he wasn't going to stand in the way anymore. I asked him why he never said any of that before. He said, "Because I was too busy trying to survive." There it was again, survival. That's what this whole thing was about. Him surviving his grief. Megan trying to be a mom again. Everyone coping. Everyone moving on. Everyone adapting. Except me. I leave for college in 6 days. Out of state. Far. Somewhere quiet. I'm not going to make some grand gesture before I go. I'm not giving a tearful goodbye speech. I won't be posing for a fake smiling group photo in a school sweatshirt. But I did leave something behind. A letter. For Megan. I wrote that I'm sorry for being cold. That I know she tried. That I couldn't give her what she wanted. But that doesn't mean she was a bad person. Just the wrong person at the wrong time trying to mother a kid who was still broken in places no one saw. I wrote that I hope Ava and Eric grow up happy. And that I hope they never feel the kind of resentment I did. And I wrote one sentence for my dad. I never stopped needing you. You just stopped showing up. Maybe one day he'll understand what that meant. Maybe not. But for now I'm gone. I'm not running. I'm leaving on my own terms. And if that makes me cruel or heartless in their eyes, so be it. Final verdict? I don't think I'm the asshole. Just the only one who never got to choose. If this story kept you hooked, give it a like, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more.